Bergamot is a very popular citrus fragrance in the perfume industry. It's often used with either lemon or orange or mandarin orange, but usually it's paired with other types of citrus. On its own, it's a really delicious, bright sort of citrus note. Usually it also has a little bit of woodiness, which makes it unique compared to other citrus notes, but in general, very popular, and it really adds a nice brightness and lightness to any perfume that it's in. So I'll go over a few top Bergamot perfumes in this video, starting with Yellow Diamond by Versace here with this very nice card. You could see some of the notes right there on the inside. So this is, I mean, you can get an idea just from the color, this bright yellow, very citrusy, very kind of bright, fresh, clean sort of fragrance. It's paired with pear sorbet and neroli in the top notes, along with some orange blossom, mimosa, musk, and amberwood. So in general, this is a very citrusy, light, floral fragrance. I wouldn't say it's the most citrusy fragrance I've come across, because there are definitely some that are more citrusy, but it's still very, you kind of get that, it kind of smells a little bit like lemon rather than true bergamot, but it's still, you can't miss out on that citrus note. It's very prominent, very good for summer because it is so refreshing and so light. So and it's also from Versace, so it's a high quality product. You can't really go wrong with it. So another one, which is also from Versace, but for men, is Dylan Blue. This is a very, very popular men's fragrance. The top notes are Calabrian, bergamot, grapefruit, aquatic notes, and fig leaves. So I would say that the bergamot note in this one is much stronger compared to Yellow Diamond. It's crisper and fresher. You can really imagine you plucked a fresh bergamot off the tree and sliced it open. It's very kind of a true citrus, and it's also amplified by the aquatic notes. Especially, it really gives you that really sharp, tingly sort of scent, which is, it's nice. It's very kind of, it's especially bold in how refreshing it is. Some people might not like how strong it is, but if you're looking for, a very in-your-face sort of true freshness with that bergamot note, then Dylan Blue is a very good choice. Even though it is a men's fragrance, it really is on the border of unisex, because most of the notes it has are very unisex. It's not too sweet, it's not too heavy or smoky. It's mainly just aquatic notes, citrus, and then some, mainly some violet leaves, black pepper, and stuff like that. But very fresh, very strong and fresh. So then, one of my favorites for Bergamot is Sublime or Sublime by Jean Patou here. This is lesser known, but it's really delicious. It has unique notes of mandarin orange along with the bergamot and some ylang ylang. And then there's some rose, orange blossom, and musk thrown in. So this is primarily, it's very, I mean, besides the citrus, you just get this very tropical, warm sort of feel from this perfume. And that's unique because a lot of citrusy fragrances aren't also warm, but this one is. That's most likely from the amber and the musk thrown in. But it almost has a little bit of pineapple thrown in, even though that's not an official note. But very tropical, very sunny kind of, almost a playful sort of fragrance. And it's very enjoyable. It's very kind of a happy fragrance. Again, good for the summer or spring or just warm weather in general. And the bergamot is quite strong. Once it starts seeping into the skin, you really get the blend of the orange and the bergamot, which is just really, slightly sweet but not too sweet. Very, very refreshing, very nice. So Then we have Dolce Gabbana The One. This is the female version. The male version is quite a bit stronger, I believe, but this one has some very prominent fruit notes to go along with the bergamot, specifically mandarin orange, lychee, and peach. It also has plum, lily, vanilla, and amber. All those combined with the bergamot create this very kind of warm capsule of fruitiness. And despite all the fruit notes, it actually isn't as sweet as you would expect. It's definitely sweet, but it's not like sugary vanilla or, candy or anything. It's more that natural fruity sweetness. So the bergamot kind of gives it this tingly lightness to kind of balance it out. And the main qualm with the bergamot is that it's not as strong as some of these other ones on the list, but it is still very present. It's if you want the bergamot, but you want it more toned down, you don't want a huge burst of citrus. So there's that one, and then the last one I have is something you probably wouldn't expect to be really a bergamot fragrance, but this is Shalimar by Gaultier, and this is a very old perfume. This came out in 1925, and the bergamot is mainly paired in the top notes with other citruses, especially lemon and mandarin orange, and you really get all of those citrus notes right away as soon as you put it on. It's this strange warm burst of citrus, which is unique because the warmth mainly comes from the lower notes, mainly the musk, incense notes, amber, stuff like that. And another interesting thing about the citrus notes in this one is that they almost smell a bit dried, as if you sliced up, some oranges and bergamot, roasted it in the oven, took it back out, and it's this kind of transformed, slightly warmer, drier citrus note. So it's a little bit different. It's not quite as juicy and fresh as, say, Sublime or Yellow Diamond or Dylan Blue. So it's a bit more toned down, a bit more kind of earthy. But the citrus notes are, it's impossible to miss them. They're right off the bat, very strong. And then they melt down into the incense notes and amber and stuff like that. This is a very heavy perfume, so this isn't something you would want if you're looking for something light and summery. This is more of a winter to autumn perfume. So, keep that in mind when going through your bergamot options. But those are the ones that I have on my list today, so for bergamot perfumes. If you have any other recommendations or opinions about bergamot fragrances, you can leave those down in the comments below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.